Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the singing of our national anthem led by Dr. Wei-Shu Tsai, and remain standing for the invocation given by Father Tony Posadas, pastor, St. Thomas Aquinas Catholic Church.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose was light and bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, came through the night, and the flag was still there. Oh, say does the star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free, oh, the home of the brave.
Please be seated. I now recognize Father Posadas to give our invocation.
Most good and gracious God, today we mark the end and the beginning. You are the beginning and the end of all things, the Alpha and the Omega. We ask for your blessing, for your spirit upon these young people, upon their professors, their mentors, that we continue to learn, to grow unto you in glory and in power, to consider the possibility of a better, stronger, a more forgiving world. And we ask as always by your most unspeakable name, amen.
Graduates, I just want to say it's great to see you in person, to be here with you and to celebrate this big day with you in person, with your families. Graduates, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 335th commencement exercise at Louisiana Tech University. On behalf of the administration, our faculty, staff, and alumni, I extend to the graduates and your families our congratulations on this most significant and life-changing achievement. Personally, to the graduates, I commend you for being part of this graduating class and for your commitment to your studies. And despite the many challenges and trials that you've encountered during your time at Louisiana Tech, you set goals and worked tirelessly to achieve them. You established priorities and demonstrated perseverance and devoted countless hours to study and research and attending class. And you've earned and enjoyed friendships that will last a lifetime. And you'll treasure unforgettable memories of your time at Louisiana Tech. Today is truly a milestone in your life's journey. You might forget me and you might forget many of the details of this ceremony, but you'll never forget your sense of pride and accomplishment for today and this day's personal significance to you. It's my pleasure to introduce your commencement speaker, Mr. Bruce Singleton. Mr. Singleton is a leader in the healthcare industry, an industry which is at the forefront of our nation and globe, and particularly right now throughout this pandemic. Mr. Singleton is Senior Vice President at Network Development Strategy and is leading their healthcare provider network for commercial health, property and casualty insurance, Medicare, and Medicaid. He received his Bachelor of Science degree from Tech in accounting in 1985 and earned his Master of Professional Accounting in 1986, both from Louisiana Tech, and he's licensed certified professional accountant. Mr. Singleton has served in various financial, business development, operational, and product roles across a significant number of companies, including companies such as Arthur Andersen, Aetna, Coventry Healthcare, and others. His broad experience includes product strategy, operational management, mergers and acquisitions, and financial solutions. He has worked directly with the Securities and Exchange Commission on numerous public offerings and debt equity offerings. He has more than 20 years of experience in the healthcare industry and is a recognized expert and national speaker in workers' compensation healthcare provider networks. Mr. Singleton is most loyal alumnus, and he has deep roots with Louisiana Tech. He's been instrumental in the renovation and expansion of our College of Business building that so many of you have been able to enjoy. And he's been generous in his support of scholarship programs in the college. And many students and graduates owe part of their success to his encouragement and help along the way. And that's particularly many of you. Mr. Singleton's family are also loyal members of the Tech family. His father was a 1955 accounting graduate and worked at Murphy Oil in El Dorado. His brother Dale was an engineering graduate at Louisiana Tech and still lives up in southern Arkansas. So his roots are deep with Louisiana Tech. We're so pleased that he's joined today by his wife, Dr. Elizabeth Wallace, who is a speech-language pathologist. And Bruce and Elizabeth have two daughters, Emily and Caroline, and they live in Dallas, and they're seated over here. So we're so glad to have you as well. So please join me in welcoming Mr. Bruce Singleton.
Thank you, Dr. Geis, our deans, faculty, administration, and anyone else who had a hand in inviting me to deliver the address this morning. It truly is an honor to be able to deliver a commencement address at your alma mater, and I'm happy to be able to speak to the graduates today. Two other family members that could not join us today are Bella and Juliet. Those are our two dogs, and they are definitely parts of our family. My mother and father and brother are up in Arkansas, and they were not able to make the trip today. So graduates, congratulations. You finally made it, right? You can breathe now. Just don't breathe on anybody else. I'm sure you've been looking forward to this day for at least a year, but I can promise you your parents and your family have been looking forward to this day since the first tuition payment was made. We have a daughter that's a freshman at the University of Oklahoma, and yes, we are looking forward. But this isn't just graduation day. Our program says Commencement Day. It's the beginning. We're celebrating a beginning, the beginning of your next chapter, the beginning of your future. Have you considered what your future might hold over the next, 30, 40 years. I know it's difficult to think that far in advance, but you are entering what will be the most fun, exciting, challenging, but fruitful years of your life. As Dr. Geis mentioned, I graduated with degrees in accounting, but my experience since college has been outside of accounting in roles that I never even knew existed. My career has taken me down paths that I never would have imagined while I was at Tech. Now, I could take you through every step of that journey today and all the life lessons that I've learned along the way, but I'm not going to do that. You would most certainly be bored, and my family would undoubtedly be rolling their eyes if they're not already. Today really isn't about my past, though. It's about you and your future. And that's what I want to spend a few minutes talking about. As you enter this next phase, everything is about to change. It won't be changed like COVID or the results of a tornado, but it will be changed nonetheless, and it will continue. The Greek philosopher Heraclitus insisted that everything is always changing, and that the only two constants are change and becoming. I'll explain that in a few minutes. The more we consider this, it does seem that everything is changing all the time, whether it's through outside forces or whether we're creating that change, whether you're creating that change. At this time in your life, I'm sure it's commonplace for someone to ask you, well, what change do you think you will have on the world? How can you change the world? What impact do you want to have? I believe that answer is incredibly difficult to conceive at this point when you are just starting out. You may have a sense of where you're starting, but most likely you really don't have a concept of what you will do with your degree over the long term. But I am highly confident of one thing: it won't be what you initially choose to do. It will change. The opportunities beyond your vocation are innumerable. They are endless, and they're beyond your imagination. Those opportunities will present themselves to you over the rest of your life. So you might be thinking, well, what will my future be like? How do opportunities present themselves? And how can I have an impact today? First of all, your future won't be about who you work for, what your job is, how much money you make, how big is your house, what's your title, your position in life. Your future really won't be about that. Your future will be about you. Your future begins with you. King Solomon gave us some great guidance and great wisdom in the 22nd chapter of Proverbs, verse 1, where he says, a good name is to be chosen rather than great riches, and favor is better than silver or gold. In other words, if we have the option of a good name, we're to choose that over great wealth. In similar fashion, Benjamin Disraeli, who was the Prime Minister of the UK in the late 1800s, takes it a bit further. And this is a great quote if you can ponder it. The legacy of heroes is the memory of a great name and an inheritance of a great example. Honestly, I got that from my parents. And you probably will too. But you have the opportunity to deliver that to other people. While Heraclitus, the Greek philosopher, insisted that things are ever changing, he also is credited with 3 words that are really very important today to all of us and to your future. And those 3 words are these: character, character is destiny. Character is destiny. Your destiny is directly linked to your character. Your future does begin with you. What you do and what you become are directly influenced by who you are and who you become. In a paper written by Clarence Moore, he says the degree to which a person can attain anything of importance or expense in life will depend upon the strength of his character. Now, I did a lot of research on Heraclitus. There are a lot of writings about his teachings. I did not find in anything I read one statement that challenged this one. Your character will have a significant influence on what you attain. Building great character allows you to build lasting relationships. And if there's one thing that I hope you learn, that I have witnessed across my career, is that almost everything in your future will be the response of relationships. It'll be the result of relationships. Building relationships is something we all have to learn to do. But you'll begin to interact with people of like character, of similar values, and you will build relationships with them. And you will continue to expand that circle of relationships. And as you expand your relationships, those opportunities we mentioned, they will actually begin to present themselves to you. Let's face it, people want to interact with trustworthy people, good people. Yes, good people with a great name. People are drawn to those with great character. Those with great character can become great leaders, great parents, great friends, and the list goes on. So how do you build that great character? Well, first, let's clarify one thing. Character building never ends. As the philosopher insisted, you are always changing. We are always changing. You are always becoming. We are always becoming the next person we will be. From the minute second that we take one step, we're becoming something else or someone else. So let's use a current, real-life example of how we can build character and where we need to build character and create change. We all witnessed the tragic and historical events on January the 6th. It doesn't really matter what party you support. We know that now, more than ever, we need to do better. We need to be better. We need change. This is an opportunity to build character. How? It's really pretty simple. We begin by treating others with respect and dignity. Be honest and good and true. Be fair. Seek to understand others' perspectives, others' beliefs. Feel what they feel. See what they see. But above all else, be kind to everyone around you. Kindness seems to have lost its way with us right now. This is a major opportunity. Now, these may seem small, but this is how you build character. Practicing these actions builds character. This is how you initiate change, and this is how you can have an impact today. Again, as I mentioned, these may seem like small actions and small changes, but small changes are less risky. They're easier to execute. They're repeatable, and their impact accumulates over time. One of my favorite quotes is from the author Ryan Lilly, and he puts it this way: "Unwavering incremental change can create remarkable and monumental results." The company I work for builds itself on being an incremental company. Getting a little bit better every day builds incremental results. Oh, I'm stuck. As your character grows, your relationships will grow, your opportunities will multiply, and your impact will be remarkable. You will change people's lives, and the impact you have on someone else's life will have a profound impact on your own. So graduates, you are ready for this next phase. You're prepared. You're adaptable. You're resilient. You really do have what it takes. Your future begins today, and it begins with you. Know that you are not alone. As you move forward from here, some will tell you to never look back, never look in your rearview mirror. I ask you to do this. Always glance in your right side mirror. Your family, your friends, your professors, your alma mater, the alumni, and even God Himself are always closer than they appear, and they're here for you. Now, we're all Bulldogs here, so I thought I would share this with you. In 1905, Winston Churchill explained that the nose of the bulldog, you have to visualize this, the nose of the bulldog has been slanted backwards so that he can breathe without letting go. And that's a great visual. So today I leave you with this. If you don't remember anything else from today, remember 3 words. Character is destiny. Character is destiny. So, pursue great character. Unleash your bulldog instincts. Take hold of your future. Grab on and clamp down on its britches. Hold on tight, because it will move fast. And when you feel that destiny is near, let go. It's at that point that your future will come to you. Good luck to every one of you. God bless each and every one of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Bruce, for those great words of wisdom and some great final guidance before our graduates go out and start making a difference in the world. Reflect on these things, because it's so true what you had to say. Thanks, Bruce. Also, thank your family for being here today. We look forward to seeing you all again. Ladies and gentlemen, we've come to that point in the program that I know you've been eagerly anticipating. Graduation is a dignified academic rite of passage and a celebration of your success. And parents, family members, and friends, your graduates have earned a ceremony that's filled with dignity and respect. And in honoring our graduates, we ask that you refrain from using noisemakers and refrain from prolonged or boisterous applause. Each graduate deserves the opportunity to hear his or her name called, and after each college's graduates have crossed the stage and received their diplomas, you'll be invited to recognize and applaud for them all. Candidates, you may recall the evening before your first day of classes at Louisiana Tech, the freshman convocation that we had in Howard Auditorium. And then when you deposited the tenant medallion that you received in Howard Auditorium, you deposited that in the Lady of the Mist as a symbol of your investment in your education and your commitment to uphold the principles of the tenets of Tech. Today, as promised, your tenant medallion is being returned to you, and it'll be enhanced with the inscription of your graduation year. In receiving this medallion and as a guardian of the tenets of Tech, you're challenged to exemplify these principles as an alumnus, just as you have as a student. The tenant medallion also serves to remind you of your lifetime connection to Louisiana Tech University and the welcome that you should always feel as a member of the Tech family. The tenant medallion will be presented to you by your dean as you leave the stage after receiving your diploma. I now recognize the Dean of the College of Business who will present his candidates.
Mr. President.
Dean Chris Martin.
The candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science will please rise. Mr. President, these candidates have completed all degree requirements for graduation. I have the honor to present them to you, and I recommend that you confer upon them the degrees for which they are candidates.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the state of Louisiana and in accordance with the Dean's recommendation, I now declare you to be Bachelors of Science.
William Paul Blackburn. Kissy Marie Emanuelo Bucalo. Sinjin Joseph Brown. Jeremiah Wayne Brown. Danielle Benet Shadwa. Christian Travis Crosby. Taylor Joy Cross, magna cum laude. Aaron Shamar Davis. Lance Holden Delry, magna cum laude. William Matthew Doris. Crossan Gray Easter. Pierce R. Easterling. Jesse Bryant Edmiston, cum laude. Hayden Avery Evans. Caitlin Danielle Erie. Brent Ray Goff, cum laude. Michael Brooks Hand, magna cum laude. Nolan Elliott Harville. Christopher Leighton Henson. Brian Joseph Harry, magna cum laude. Remy Derman Hester. Hunter Michael Howe. Colin Lane Hurt. Josh Michael Thigpen Hyatt. Tucker Kyle Johnson. Jamie L. Jones. Valerie M. Jones. Alina Casey. Hannah Marion Knowles. Aaron Damon LaCour. Nathan Patrick Logg, cum laude. Charles Hunter Little. Zachary Jacob Little, magna cum laude. Chase Richard McCormick, magna cum laude. Kyle Patrick Metzger, magna cum laude. Haynes Elizabeth Meyer, cum laude. Jake Michael Mulkey. Landry Scott Newsom. William Scott Phillips. Lian Sue Marie Lauren Raharizu Nia, cum laude. Jacob Allen Renfro. Frederick Colin Robinson. Alexandra Marie Rushing, magna cum laude. Caleb Derege Salih. Joseph Matthew Santoro, magna cum laude. Jacob William Seal. Saeed Samuel Sanusi. Jared Michael Shows. Kane Todd Silliman. Aaron Shamar Smith. John Garrett Rice Smith, magna cum laude. Maya Angelique Smith. Blanca Soto Torres. Sloan Elise Stewartson. Sheikh Omar Toure, cum laude. Fatou Toure, summa cum laude. Haley Alexis Travis, magna cum laude. Zachary Morgan Waller. Molly Shea Watkins, cum laude. Adam Joseph Whipple, cum laude. Justin Taylor Willis. Carson Michael Wild.
Please be seated. Let's give them some applause. Thank you for holding that applause so we could give them an opportunity to get some photographs that I think you'll all really enjoy after today. I now recognize the Dean of the College of Liberal Arts who will present his candidates. Dean Don Kosvinsky.
Degree candidates in the College of Liberal Arts, as I call your degree, will you please rise? Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Bachelor of Interdisciplinary Studies, Bachelor of Science. Mr. President, these candidates have completed all requirements for graduation. I have the honor to present them to you, and I recommend that you confer upon them the degrees for which they are candidates.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the state of Louisiana and in accordance with the Dean's recommendation, I now declare you to be Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Bachelor of Interdisciplinary Studies, and Bachelor of Science, as is in each case appropriate.
Madeline Adams, cum laude. Mary Michelle Buckman. Dominic Maxwell Clay, summa cum laude. Jaden Jaman Cole. Rose Elizabeth Cruz. Daniel Keith Darbone. Skylar DeBrianna Dean, magna cum laude. Caitlin Paris Donald, magna cum laude. Dylan Davis Edwards. Megan Elizabeth Ellis. Joshua D. Evans. Lindsay Madison Frazier. Benjamin Yule Frazier. Kaylin Hendricks, summa cum laude. Madison Lane Humphreys, summa cum laude. William Glenn Kirkland. Michael Deshawn Lovett. Autumn Ray Manry Dias, cum laude. Jacoby Cottrell Pemberton. Audrey Catherine Pickett. Chandler James Schultz. Skylar Viviana Schuler. Michael Wayne Wilkes, Jr. Julia Virginia Young, magna cum laude. Destin Michael Hall. Amina Bajic. Christopher Eric Beavers. Heather Taylor Boone. Dawana Jackson Brown. Nikia Shantria Chanel. Demarie Richard Irvin. Tamelra Aisha Jenkins. John Michael Scanlon. LaVar Dwayne Washington. Eric Christopher Booz, magna cum laude. Lauren Mary Burke, summa cum laude. Brandon Lee Couch. Kennedy Francis LaViolette. Janine Michelle Richard. Seth Michael Sanders.
Please be seated. I now recognize the Dean of the Graduate School who will present the candidates for the graduate degrees. Dean Remu Ramachandran.
Degree candidates in the graduate school, as I call your degree, will you please rise? Master of Accountancy, Master of Arts, Master of Business Administration. Mr. President, these candidates have completed all the requirements for the graduate degrees. I have the honor to present them to you and recommend that you confer upon them the degrees for which they are candidates.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the state of Louisiana, and in accordance with the Dean's recommendation, I now declare you to be Masters of Accountancy, Masters of Arts, and Masters of Business Administration, as is in each case appropriate.
Devin Mark Conferral. John Thomas Harvey. Molly K. Bagwell. Brooklyn Mackenzie Berg. Abby Catherine Carlton. Amy Caitlin Davis Colbert. Lindsay Michelle Corey. Brandon Douglas Davis. Edward Enrique Figueroa. Lauren Michelle Fletcher. Walter Colton Hacker. Tina Linnell Giles. Michael Wayne Jones. Cade James Karen. William Drayton Land. Toriano Montre Lee. Mariah Lynn Motoya. Jimmy Tom Muller II. David Emery Newton. Madison Claire Norris. William Jacob Norris. Brittany Nicole Powell. Renu Rawal. Haley Elizabeth Sangali. Sanzi Srista. Allison Feaster Smith. Daniel Austin Smith. Matthew Ryan Thorne. Anna B. Upshaw. Yenzun Wong. Hunter Jack Wells. Seth Andrew White. Sonia Latresse Williams.
Please be seated. Will those who have just received the bachelor's degrees please rise? Inasmuch as you now hold your degrees, you will transfer the tassels on your mortarboards from the right side to the left. Ladies and gentlemen, the winter quarter graduating class of 2021. Will those who have just received the master's degrees please rise? Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the master's graduates of the Winter 21. Please be seated. My sincere congratulations to each and every one of you on this significant accomplishment. I join your Louisiana Tech family in extending to you every good wish in your future endeavors. We all have confidence that your education has prepared you well and that this degree that you've earned will provide untold opportunities for you professionally and in every other facet of your life. The guiding principles that serve as our foundation, the tenets of Louisiana Tech, will be invaluable to you if you'll continue to make them a part of who you are. In the winter quarter graduating class, there are 364 graduates. As you assume your place among the distinguished graduates of this great university, you become one of 107,548 alumni, proud and contributing citizens who, like you, will make a positive difference in our world. And I'm truly very proud of you. I now recognize the Professor of Military Science, Army Reserve Officer Training Corps,
Mr. President.
Lieutenant Colonel Mason Moore.
Will the cadet to be commissioned in the United States Army please come forward? Please raise your right hand, say aye, state your full name, and repeat after me.
I, Frederick Allen Robinson,
Having been appointed as a second lieutenant in the United States Army,
having been appointed as a second lieutenant in the United States Army,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
that I take this obligation freely,
that I take this obligation freely,
without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion,
without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion,
that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties
that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties
of the office upon which I am about to enter,
of the office on which I am about to enter,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Mr. President, I'm honored to present to you the United States Army's newest second lieutenant.
Stay there. Stay there. You're not. Stay there.
The commissionee, in addition to receiving his degree, has also completed all requirements for commissioning as a second lieutenant. I have the honor to present him to you and request you present him his commissioning certificate.
In accordance with the recommendation of the commander of the Army ROTC Tiger Battalion, I congratulate you on your accomplishments, and I'm very pleased to present your commissioning certificate. He's ready to go serve. I might mention that there are a number of other students that have immediate things ahead of them. I do want to recognize some of our student athletes, Lady Texters and Bulldogs that will be playing later today in their new stadium, and some of them also playing for us, representing us in Conference USA tourney. So very proud of all of you are doing, and look forward to continuing to see you grow. Thank you for joining us today as we celebrate your graduates' accomplishments. And following the alma mater, our graduates will exit the main floor of Thomas Assembly Center to the exterior of the building, and we ask that you join them outside at the conclusion of this ceremony. Will you please stand for the alma mater led by Dr. Weishu Sai and remain standing for the benediction given by Father Tony Prasadis.
Thy
to thee, my alma mater. Congratulations.
I pray that from this day forward, you hold fast to your dreams. Remain true to your character and to your heart. May you gather those who will help you, teach you, console you, strengthen you. And may you always be blessed in this life. We ask all these things as always, hoping in that God who has guided us thus far, in grace and in love and in peace. Amen.
Ask the audience to be seated for the recessional.